Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Wrongly Accused. Let's talk about how hoes are getting ahead. Do you remember as far back as high school, there was always that one girl that was going? I mean, really going. She had a new boyfriend every other month, and when she became available, most of the guys were pushing to date her. The same girl had just a few too many stories about getting it in with whatever guy she was dating at the time. Then you have people like me, whose mother installed the Prude program at a very young age. Now, she didn't load the program with any explanation or instructions, she just loaded it. So I spent many years being very stingy with my cookies, like my mother said I should do when I was a kid. But you know what I noticed? These hoes are getting ahead. Let's take a look at some examples. Let's start with the proud hoe. Corinne Steffens, classic example. This woman famously made a life for herself by sleeping with celebrities, many of which were in the music industry. These affairs were oblivious to the outside world until she decided to write a book. Then we started to see her hoeing in the public eye. She slept with/dated many men, including this guy, before she supposedly married this guy, which he says was a publicity stunt, and quit her, or she quit him, whichever. Then she continued to date celebrities, including this guy, before she settled in and married
For real this time.
this guy, who is not a celebrity, just a regular guy. That turned out to be short-lived, and she dumped him, but not without publicly emasculating him for not being a baller and for having a small endowment.
If you know what I mean.
Then she reached back into the not-so-distant past and dated this guy again. You might be saying to yourself, is she winning? Did she get ahead? Of course she did, because besides the fact that she is taken care of by all these men, she spun her own financial prosperity by writing 3 books. The first 2 were chronicles of her hoeing, and the last book is actually a guide to women on how to win at hoeing. Kind of like a hoeing 101. Go figure. Next, we'll visit the famous for nothing Kim Kardashian, also known as the I swear I'm not a hoe. We all remember Kim K's attorney father, who was famous for representing O.J. Simpson. This caused Kim Kardashian to grow up in a circle of wealth and celebrity and have friends like Paris Hilton. Being seen with Paris gave her some notoriety in the media, and she rolled that into a sex tape with this guy. Well, you know what that means. That's right. $signs for Kim K, who spun that sex tape into a full-fledged multi-million-dollar business. Then she dated this guy, married this guy for a minute right before she got all the way ahead. That's right, she got pregnant by this guy. Perhaps we'll see one of these in the future. So let's see. Kim K spun a multi-million-dollar career out of a sex tape and got pregnant by a multi-million-dollar musician. Not bad, Kim K. Though you swear you aren't a hoe, not bad. Lastly, we have Meagan Good, also known as the reformed hoe. I guess we don't really know if Meagan Good is a hoe, but she always plays one on low-budget movies. She was a video hoe turned actress who then played video hoes in movies. Is she acting or playing herself? We may never know. She's been around dating folks like this guy and this guy, the pro athlete of course, and even got rejected on Twitter by this guy. One day, she decided to change her ways and lock up the cookie jar, so she went on a stint of celibacy. As a result, she met this pastor/producer and got married. She also got the lead in a primetime TV show on a major network, which I'm sure her pastor/producer husband's connections didn't hurt her chances of getting that. No more booty shaking video movies for you, girl. Meagan Good. Reformed hoe, winning. And that's just to name a few. We seem to be obsessed with hoes, particularly strippers right now. It's all over TV, the media, and the fitness scene. I've even taken a few pole dancing classes myself. I mean, hoes are getting ahead. And not to mention the music industry. I mean, if I hear another song about a stripper, I'm gonna slap somebody.
If I hear another song about a stripper, I'm gonna slap somebody. Bands to make her dance, and one of the ones is all that she needs. Got her thinking that regular chicks will follow that lead. Yeah, you love them strippers cause they selling you a fake ass dream of fantasy that makes you think you're actually interesting. You're in love with a stripper, go and have several seats. You be talking that cash like you want a freak in the streets and a lady in the streets. I keep it high, but turning tricks I'm not. I keep it cute and classy unlike these strippers do. If I hear another song about a stripper, I'm gonna slap somebody.
So apparently, as a whole, you have two options to get ahead. Number one, be willing to give up everything. I mean, everything. Corinne Steffens and Kim K have ruined their reputations and have been all over the place looking for a come up at all costs. But I guess at the end of the day, they are technically still winning. Second, stop hoeing. Keep the cookies in the jar, shut it down, lock it up, and wait for a truly deserving guy. I mean, look at Megan Good. She got celibate and got a husband and a real career. And there are many women who agree with this, women who have a ring on it. Let's hear from Tamar Braxton and Tiny, who's T.I.'s wife. Tamar married a millionaire producer who is currently launching her personal music career, and Tiny, who had some early personal success but spent majority of her adult life married to rapper T.I. and is currently launching the music career of their daughter in the OMG Girls. Let's take a look.
I wanted something different. So I was going about the relationship different. So this particular person, my husband, I waited because I was like, well, I don't want to get clouded. I don't want, the physical feelings to get in the way of how I really feel about him.
Husband now he would come over to see me, like, day in, day out. I would cook, I would do nice romantic things, let him know,
You're interested, yeah.
I'm that bitch, but you ain't getting none tonight.
For yet another way to avoid being wrongly accused of crazy, we will turn to the sincere and straightforward words of a modern-day poet. I bet you want the goodies. Bet you thought about it. Got you all hot and bothered. Mad 'cause I talk around it. Looking for the goodies? Keep on looking, 'cause they stay in the jar.